please join me in this affirmative prayer. As I dedicate this moment to the recognition of God, I can call it God, I can call it spirit, I can call it universe, I can call it whatever I want, but I dedicate this moment to recognizing that which is all there is, the oneness of the entire galaxy, of all the cosmos, of my life, of this world, of all of humanity. That one thing that has in all of its divine intelligence and all of its infinite creative prowess said yes to itself in creating everything that we've ever known and everything beyond that. It is the one thing, and that one thing is good. It is God. And in its goodness, I recognize that it has given to me all of itself. It has given a portion of itself to become and express as me. Literally, my very presence here is an embodiment of that divine creative power. And so I know that I am one with it, that it is all that I am, that in me lives all of this opportunity, this potential of creative power and prowess, just waiting to be unleashed, just waiting to be revealed and discovered. I am one with the divine, and it is one with me. And so in that oneness, what I recognize is that in order to get that stuff that's been put in me, all that magical and powerful and magnificent and mystical power and spiritual potency that has been placed within me, it demands that I take action in my life that is spiritually led, that is absolutely undergirded by love, and that is in every way, shape, and form committed to my own personal accountability and my willingness to bring my gifts to the world in great vulnerable faith that whatever it is I am and whatever it is I have to give is something that serves humanity and the world. And in so doing, it serves me. It serves me to bring my authenticity out. It serves me to be present and to be aware and to be conscious and to be accountable to this awareness. And so I know that this life is a blessing of discovery. It is a constant unearthing, revealing, discovering. It is an adventure of discovering who and what I am, who and what the divine is, and that divinity in, as, and through everything around me, everywhere I go and everywhere I look. What a magnificent worldview to cultivate, that there is something good, some divine potential in every circumstance, situation, and in every relationship and in everywhere I go, in every community. There is a goodness that is so complete and so absolute that I can just seek. It's like knowing that just inches below the surface of the dirt, there is magnificent gems to be taken from it, shared with others, and absolutely made magnificent by our willingness to recognize its presence. And so all we got to do is just get past that little bit in the surface, that little bit of resistance that keeps us from moving into faith, that little bit of something, that doubt, that fear that keeps us from our own goodness and our own potential and our own self-love of our authenticity. I deny power to all of that now and take up the willingness to just get that stuff off the surface, to just take all of that stuff away and allow myself to see deep into the soil and the richness that it has and that it affords for me to literally grow anything in my life that I give seed to, that I plant in it, that I afford it to bring into my life, and that I accept and receive with full and complete willingness. It's so good. It's just so good. And in its goodness, I allow myself to do that work of clearing space for the divine in my heart, of dusting off the stuff that I've kind of left dormant because it's painful or difficult or challenging. And I take it up and I move with it and work with it from this divine place so that it cannot be denied its existence, but so that it can be lovingly cared for and integrated into my being at a greater depth in such a way that it affords me even more of my own potential to be expressed and discovered and revealed. And so I know this life is a revelation of that great internal awareness, and it invites me to see its presence in all things around me and to know that I can be a party to loving and nurturing and supporting others and the world as it does that same revelation, as it has that same revelation, as it has that same awakening to its magnificence and to its brilliance, that I can be present to that and enjoy it and inspire it and serve it and nurture it and care for it and be kind with myself in that process. And so I just let it permeate like every cell of my body. I just let that feeling just be so present and so complete that it cannot be denied, that it's literally just what I am. And in my amness, I am one with the divine. And in that oneness with the divine, I am a creative power and force in this world. And in that conscious awareness, I set forth the creation of absolute human dignity, human justice, human community, human unity, and in every way that I can imagine it possibly happening, a coming together of my spiritual kin, every living being, recognizing, loving, adoring one another's uniqueness, authenticity, and brilliance, and bringing our own to the table so that the feast is filled with plenty of delicious morsels of goodness expressed as us sharing ourselves with each other. And so I am the provider and the recipient. I am in this experience of reciprocity and of flow that is so complete that it just moves. It moves me, it moves my feet, and it brings me into a greater awareness of my own brilliance. And it does so through the humble and honest acceptance of the interdependence that I have on every other human being. And so I recognize humanity's brilliance. And I cherish it and I honor it and I allow it to be nurtured out, to be coaxed out into the open, and to be expressed fully and lovingly and powerfully. And so I give thanks for the contributions of all the many human beings that have created everything that has led us to this moment. And I am already in advance giving thanks for everything that those of us who are here now lend to that experience, knowing that the evolution of humanity is the expression of the divine in even greater and greater ways all the time. And so I just give thanks for all the blessings in my life and all the blessings of the humans in my life and all the blessings that have come from nowhere, the miraculous ones, and the ones that are there every day, that wake up with me every morning in my family, in my home, and in the food that gives me substance. For all of it, I am grateful. For all of it, I am grateful. And so I surrender everything to the law, everything to God, everything to the divine, knowing that it takes up this passionate call within my soul and brings it out and reveals it and expresses it and sprinkles it around everywhere and reveals it like the sun shining off the glint of something that I had not noticed before, catching my attention. I catch it all now. I see it all around me now. Everything is sparkling and glowing with a sense of newness that invites me to empower myself in accepting the potential that the law is creating all around me for this word to be made so. And so I let it be done, knowing that in the mind of God it is already done and that I can see it everywhere I look, because everything that happens from this moment forward is the unfoldment of this prayer happening as my life, as the law, delivering it up and calling me even deeper into my spirituality right here and right now. It is already done, and so it is. Amen. It's live. The website is up. Go to onenessnt.org. That's onenessnt.org. And check it out today. There's so much to check out, and there's so much more content to come. And also, Our Sunday services are up and running. So join us this coming Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on our Facebook page at facebook.com/onenessnt. So stay with us for 31 days of affirmative prayer. And we look forward to seeing you poking around our website and commenting in the comments section on our live broadcast this Sunday at 10 a.m.